So we have been continuing. हम लोग फिर से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं. We are continuing with what Krishna has been teaching Arjun. अर्जुन को कृष्ण सिखा रहे हैं. Remember the basic point. इसका एक बेसिक पॉइंट ये है, if Krishna wanted, he could have just ordered Arjun to fight. If Krishna wanted, he could have ordered Arjun to fight. But this nearly one muhurat of conversation, 45 minutes. Actual muhurat is 48 minutes. When we say in the marriages, muhurat ja raha hai, we are losing the time. The muhurat is going. Muhurat means 48 minutes. So this Bhagavad Gita was spoken, as I have heard it, that it was spoken in 45 minutes by Krishna. And it was not told to him, Acha, okay Arjun, we are finishing chapter 1, we are coming to chapter 2 now. Chapter 3. Not like that. It was just a straight conversation. And remember, it is a conversation. Krishna says few things, Arjun asks the questions, and then Krishna replies those questions. Then Sanjay, who is sitting far away, and with the grace of his spiritual master Vyasadeva, is able to relay what is happening. संजय भी दूर बैठा है लेकिन जानता है क्या हो रहा है, और वो भी बता रहा है किसको? To Dhritarashtra, as to what is going on in the field of war. So Guru की कृपा हमने देखी. We saw how merciful Guru can be, and only with the Guru's power could Sanjay be able to see far away. We did all this in chapter 1. We have, I think, 1 or 2 newcomers online, so just for the benefit I am giving this brief background. And now, as I said, Arjun could have been given an instruction. Arjun को हो सकता था सीधा ही बोल देते, go and fight, लड़ो. But Krishna is not doing that. What Krishna is doing, कृष्ण क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ, is to ensure that the willingness to fight comes from within Arjun. कि लड़ने की या अपनी ड्यूटी, अपना कर्तव्य पूरे करने की इच्छा शक्ति अर्जुन के अंदर से ही आए, उससे बाहर से थोपा ना जाए. And that stays for long. वो लंबा चलेगी, because it's coming in voluntarily. And that's why Krishna has spent so much time on Arjun. And consequently, when Krishna spends so much time on Arjun, he is passing the message to us. ये जितना भी समय कृष्ण ने अर्जुन पे बिताया, लगाया, वो हमारे अध्यात्म को ऊपर ले जाने के लिए है. To bring us to that position where we know who we really are and what our duty in this life, human life, is. If you remember in the preface, जो हमने भूमिका से भी पहले एक पढ़ा था हमने, in that Krishna Prabhupada had said, I think it was in the introduction, in the bhumika, that the purpose of Krishna speaking Bhagavad Gita is to bring a person out of the nascence of material world. You remember, Premama?
Yeah, introduction we read there.
Yes, you read it twice.
Yeah.
So you remember.
My daughter read
So,
it.
yes,
Yeah.
कृष्णा ने ये भगवद गीता इसलिए पढ़ी, इसलिए बोली, ताकि जो लोग इस भौतिक जगत में फंसे हुए हैं। और फंसे कैसे हैं? जन्म मृत्यु का चक्कर है। उन्हें इस दुविधाजनक परिस्थिति से निकाला जा सके। टुडे वी आर ह्यूमन, बट बिफोर बिकमिंग ह्यूमन we had 8.4 million species we went through. आज हम मनुष्य हैं, लेकिन इससे पहले 84 लाख योनियां हमने पार की हैं, फिर मनुष्य का जन्म मिला है। हो सकता है ये हमारा दूसरा, तीसरा, चौथा मनुष्य जन्म भी हो, और भी ज्यादा हो। It may be that this is not our first human birth, but keep in mind that to reach this human birth, you have traversed a long way. आपने ये मनुष्य जीवन पाने के लिए बहुत दुविधाएं और लंबा सफर पूरा किया है। और दुविधाजनक कीड़ा, कुत्ता, बिल्ली, पक्षी, पेड़, क्या क्या नहीं बने आप। You took birth in every species in life, in existence, to reach this position. Therefore, दुर्लभम मानुषम जन्मा, ये महाराज निमि के शब्द हैं कि एक क्षण में ये दुर्लभ जीवन जो मनुष्य का है, इसकी अवधि सिर्फ एक क्षण है। If we look at the larger scheme of things, this human birth that we have got after such a huge effort, the whole duration compared to the larger picture is very small. Durlabham manusham janmaha. Durlabham manusho deho dehinam shan bhanguraha. Shan mein bhangur. So we need to make this best use of this human life. And the best use of human life is to somehow reach to the stage of Krishna Prema. कृष्ण को प्रेम करने की अवधि तक, स्टेज तक, परिस्थिति तक हमें पहुंचना है, तभी मुक्ति मिलेगी। Then only you get liberation from here. And to get to Krishna Prema, we need to understand three things. कृष्ण प्रेम पाने के लिए तीन चीजें तो जरूरी हैं। नंबर वन, who am I? मैं कौन हूं? नंबर टू,
Who is God?
who is God? कृष्ण कौन है या भगवान कौन है? And number three,
What is our relationship with the God?
what is the relationship with God? Wonderful answer. Relationship with God, but we also need to know what is the path. What is the path to re-establish my relationship with God? And that is bhakti. Who am I? I am the soul. Then what do I look like actually? जो मैं लगता हूं क्या वह वो हूं नहीं? And this is the complex position where Arjun is at right now. जो आज का श्लोक हम करेंगे, यहाँ पे अर्जुन की परिस्थिति है. He is looking at his teachers and his guru, Dronacharya and Bhishma Pitamaha, who are standing against him in the war. युद्ध का मैदान है और अर्जुन के अपने युद्ध में उसके खिलाफ खड़े हैं, प्रतिद्वंदी हैं उसके. And now is a position when Krishna is trying to guide him that what you are looking at, जो देह अपने गुरुओं की, द्रोणाचार्य और भीष्म पिता की जो देह देख रहे हो, the bodies that you are looking of Bhishma and Drona, they are not the real Bhishma and Drona at all. असली में वो द्रोण और भीष्म है ही नहीं. Then who are they? What is their true identity? And Krishna is teaching Arjun that their true identity, Bhishma, Drona ki your true identity, and same for you Arjun. तुम्हारे लिए भी द ट्रू आइडेंटिटी इज दैट दे आर सोल, वो एक आत्मा है, वो ये शरीर नहीं है। दे आर देही, दे आर जीव, दे आर नॉट देह। जिसको देह मिली हुई है वो देही है। There is something inside our body which is called Atma. That is the real us. And right now, Arjun is being given the jnana, the gyan, the knowledge about Atma. And we started, Krishna started, when Arjun objected that he will not fight, and this is his first objection. There are 5 of them. We will not go into all 5, but just the first objection was that ये तो मेरे अपने हैं. These are my very own people. I don't want to kill them. ये तो मेरे अपने हैं. It's called compassion. Krishna is trying to educate Arjun. अर्जुन को शिक्षा दे रहे हैं यहाँ कृष्ण, that what you are looking at is something you have a misplaced affection or affection towards. जो आप देख रहे हो उसके तरफ आसक्ति गलत आसक्ति है. आप देह की तरफ, अपने गुरुओं की देह की तरफ आसक्त हो रहे हो. वो असली में गुरु है ही नहीं, वो जड़ शरीर है. इट्स डेड मैटर ओनली. योर रियल गुरुज and your real teachers are the Atma inside those bodies. And because Arjun was not willing to fight, क्योंकि अर्जुन अपना कर्तव्य नहीं करना चाह रहा था, कंपैशन की वजह से, गुरु और उनके प्रति आसक्ति है, देह के तरफ नहीं लड़ना चाह रहा है उनसे. Krishna is slowly educating him that he has to do his duty. वो आपके अपने हैं, ये भी गलत है. वो शरीर नहीं आत्मा है. And if you are compassionate, अगर आपको ये दर्द है कि मैं अपनों को मार डालूंगा, if you are troubled that you will end up killing your own people, then don't worry. The soul, the Atma within your Guru and the teacher and your other near and dear ones cannot be killed. That Atma will always stay. न त्वेवहं जातु नाशम न तम नेमे जनाधिपः न चैव भविष्यामः सर्वे वयम अतः परम. ना ये कभी पहले गए थे, आगे भी रहेंगे, मैं भी रहूंगा. कृष्णा इज सेइंग दे आर इंडिविजुअल्स, दीज सोल्स, ये आत्माएं जो तुम देख रहे, जिनके बारे में मैं तुम्हें बता रहा हूं, द पीपल दैट आर स्टैंडिंग अगेंस्ट यू, दे आर ऑल एक्चुअली आत्मास. दे विल ऑलवेज स्टे. एंड आई एज कृष्ण was there and I will also stay. Each one of these Atmas has its own individuality. Therefore, your gurus and teachers and near and dear ones who are you are scared of killing, ये हमेशा रहेंगे. They will always stay. And so will I. And that refutes one of the concepts that we'll end up mixing in the Brahman. तो ये जिनकी सोच ये है कि हम भगवान में मृत्यु के पश्चात मिल जाते हैं, मिक्स हो जाते हैं, इसको खंडित करता है. हम एक हरा तोता हरे पेड़ पे बैठ जाए तो पेड़ नहीं बन जाता. The parrot keeps its individuality and the tree keeps its individuality despite having the same color. Now we come to the point when Arjun has been told that the Atma cannot be killed. And then he has also been told in last week's verse, Antvanti me deha. Aage kya hai Mataji? Somebody read it please.
Nityasyo
Nityasyuktaha sharirinaha anasino aprameyasya tasmat yudhyusva bharataha. So, first Arjun was told by Krishna ki avinashi tu tadvidhi. This Atma is avinashi. Then last week Arjun was told about the deha. Antvanti me deha. Is deha ka ant hoga hi. This body is bound to perish. It's meant to perish. Which means, Arjun, if you do not do your duty of killing the opponents, their bodies will vanish or vanquish or die one day anyway. अगर तुम इन्हें आज नहीं मारते हो, अंतवंत में इस देह का वैसे भी विनाश ही होना है, चाहे तुम मारो या ना मारो. And when we go further on into Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will tell Arjun that I have already destined their death. Their death is already destined. इनका टाइम आ चुका है. आगे अर्जुन को बताएंगे कृष्ण, इनका समय आ चुका है. By you killing them, you can become my instrument. निमित्त मात्र भव सव्यसाची ही. इनको मारने के लिए तुम उनको मारने से तुम्हें योगदान मिल जाएगा, तुम्हें नाम मिलेगा. ये योगदान तुम दो. So Krishna will be giving the opportunity to his devotee Arjun कि काम मैं कर रहा हूं कृष्ण, लेकिन नाम मेरे भक्त का हो जाएगा. I am doing the job. Krishna is trying that. That Krishna will do the job, but he will get the credit to his devotee. That's how wonderful Krishna is. So Krishna has told Arjun about the existence or eternal existence of the soul and the destined death or vanquishing of the body. Body is not eternal, soul is eternal. ये पिछले 2 वीक में हमने last 2 weeks this is what we have done. Now let's come to today's verse. I'll recite and please.
Which is which?
219. Verse number 219. दूसरा अध्याय 19वां श्लोक. Second chapter 19th verse. If I can get the annotations out. या एवं वेति हंतारम.
Ya enam veti
Oh,
hantaram.
is it not visible on the
Yeah,
screen?
it is there.
Is it there?
It's in there. Maybe Mataji might not see there.
Oops, sorry. Stand by. Stand by. Where is Narsima Prabhu? Narsima Prabhu?
Yeah.
The big screen is misbehaving. Can you just reset that, please?
19.
9,
219.
Yes, yes, I will.
Na ye enam veti.
19.
तुम्हारा
Can you
इंतजार
take
है
it off?
Oh, तो अच्छा वो वाला follow on
And
the
put
screen.
again, please.
देखिए कौन सी तुम्हारा में है?
Yes, yes, I will.
No, 219 we are talking of.
Yes, ये कहाँ से
माता
आई
जी।
है? पता नहीं।
Oh, sorry.
219 देखो तुम जस्ती चला गया ना.
Okay. Is it coming on the big screen? Not yet. Okay, let me just bring it. Stand by. Any one of the Matajis, can you at least try to
Read?
Yeah, can you recite the verse while I set
Okay.
this up?
Ya enam veti hantaram
Yainam veti hantaram
yaschainam manyate haram
yaschainam manyate hatam
ubhau tau na vijanito
udam na vijanito
Rocha. Nayam hanti na hanyate
nayam hanti na hanyate yainam veti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubham tau na vijanito nayam hanti na hanyate. Mataji? Yainam veti hantaram yaschainam manyate hatam ubham tau na vijanito nayam hanti na hanyate. Prabhu?
Ya enam veti hantaram
Yainam veti hantaram
yaschainam manyate hatam
yaschainam manyate hatam
bhautau na vijanito
ubhau tau na vijanito
nayam hanti na hanyate
nayam hanti na hanyate. Yainam veti hantaram
Yainam veti hantaram
yaschainam manyate hatam
yaschainam manyate hatam
ubhau tau na vijanito
ubhau tau na vijanito
nayam hanti na hanyate.
Nayam hanti na hanyate.
Thank you very much. So, for some reason the big screen is not working, but I think the online devotees can see us. Translation. Neither he who thinks the living entity the slayer, nor he who thinks it slain is in knowledge, for the self slays not, nor is slain. I think for the Hindi speaking ones I'll have to just explain a little bit peacefully. या एवं वेति हंतारम, जो यह मानता है कि एक आत्मा किसी को मारती है, यश्चैनम मन्यते हतम, या ऐसा मानता है कि आत्मा मारी जाती है। उभौ, उभौ का अर्थ हुआ दोनों, ये दोनों ही नहीं जानते हैं, दे डोंट नो। उभौ तौ न विजानीतो नायम हंति न हन्यते। उभौ तौ न विजानीतो, ये दोनों ही, दोनों कौन? Who are these two? The one who thinks that the Atma is the killer, and the one who thinks the Atma gets killed. Ubhau tau, दोनों ही, both of them, न विजानीतो, नहीं जानते, means both of them are in ignorance. दोनों अंधकार में हैं. So what is the true answer then? नायम हंति न हन्यते, न वो किसी को मारता है, न वो मारा जाता है. It doesn't kill and it doesn't get killed. So let's have a look at the translation, at the presentation before we go any further. Stand by. I just have to set up my mobile as well, because that's very helpful with the I did set up But anyway, I'm not getting the full thing here. So, yainam veti hantaram yaschayanam. The question here arises, Mataji, anyone can read Hindi here? No.
Okay.
You can?
Yeah.
Can you read that on the screen, please?
Oh, I don't know. It sounds
Try.
like I can't.
Try the Hindi translation. Try the Hindi translation.
जो इस जीवात्मा को मारने वाला समझता है कि तथा जो इसे मरा हुआ समझता है वो दोनों ही अज्ञानी है, क्योंकि आत्मा ना तो मरता है और ना मारा जाता है.
हाँ, very good. Neither he, जो इस जीवात्मा को मारने वाला समझता है या जो इसे मरा हुआ समझता है, वे दोनों ही अज्ञानी हैं, क्योंकि आत्मा ना तो मारता है ना मारा जाता है. So Arjun must be having a doubt. Krishna, you are saying that this body gets finished, vanquished anyway. जब समय आएगा तो शरीर वैसे ही मर जाएगा. So in that case, there is when the opponents are killed, जब हमारे सामने जो लोग हैं जब उन्हें मारा जाएगा, somebody is definitely killing somebody. कोई किसी को तो मार रहा है ना. And that is where Krishna is trying to allay. यहाँ पे कृष्ण उस ऑब्जेक्शन को, पॉइंट को रिमूव कर रहे हैं कि if you think that the soul is the killer, if you think the soul gets, that I, the Arjun, the soul Arjun, मैं आत्मा, अर्जुन आत्मा, I am killing my guru, the Atma Guru, not the Sharir Guru, not the body Guru. That means my Atma is killing, or me, the Atma, is killing the Guru, the Atma. And Krishna is removing that fear that you, the Atma, cannot kill the Guru's Atma, because neither the Atma can kill somebody nor can it be killed by somebody. A very similar, people sometimes ask this question, okay, Krishna has said this, is there somewhere else that something similar is mentioned? कहीं और भी किसी शास्त्र में ऐसा दिया हुआ है क्या? तो there is a similar meaning verse given in Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad is spoken between, कौन बोलेगा, कौन बताएगा? इंट्रोडक्शन 40 पेज का इंट्रोडक्शन पढ़ा है हमने. Who knows, who remembers Kathopanishad is between who? Spoken. It's a conversation.
Is it Maitreya Muni?
No. Yamraj and Nachiketa. Nachiketa.
Oh,
Nachiketa. Right? Who had accidentally reached Yamloka and his time was not up. He had to be returned back. So there's a conversation between Yamaraj, and at that time Nachiketa asks him to give him the spiritual knowledge. And Yamaraj starts speaking that knowledge to Nachiketa. And remember, Yamaraj is one of the 12
Mahajans.
Very good. 12 the one of the 12 Mahajan. 12 महाजनों में से एक यमराज भी हैं. So what does Kathopanishad mention? So Kathopanishad says, Hanta chain manyate hantum, hatas chain manyate hatam. And the next line is very similar to the Bhagavad Gita verse. Ubhau tau na vijani to nayam hanti na hanyate. If the killer thinks that he kills, or the killed person thinks that he has been killed. मारने वाला ये समझता अगर कि मैंने मारा है, मैं मार सकता हूं, या मारा जाने वाला ये समझता है कि मैं मारा गया हूं, both do not know the nature of the soul. दोनों ही आत्मा के स्वभाव को नहीं जानते. He does not kill or get killed. ना वो मारता है ना मारा जाता है. Okay, so we understood the point not just from Bhagavad Gita. कठोपनिषद में भी यही बात आई है. Of course, Bhagavad Gita is supreme. Don't misunderstand that. The words coming out from Krishna are supreme because
He is
He is the
Supreme
Supreme
Personality of
Personality.
Godhead.
thank you very much. And where does it say he is the supreme personality of Godhead? कहाँ लिखा है ये?
In this Gita.
Where? What does he
I'm
say?
source of everything emanates from me.
Yes.
Yeah.
अहम सर्वस्य प्रभवो मतः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुधभावसं. And where in Bhagavatam?
Chapter 10.
एते च हंसा कलापुंसां कृष्णस्तु भगवान स्वयं.
Is it Canto 1, na?
Canto 1, chapter 3, verse number 28. Okay? इसको याद करना है. We must remember this, memorize this verse. एते च हंसा कलापुंसां कृष्णस्तु भगवान स्वयं. Written में, it is given in black and white. No other god. Krishna is the supreme god. Others are also gods or demigods, but Krishna is the main god. So whatever Krishna has spoken as Bhagavad Gita, that is definitely supreme. And if somebody wants a supporting evidence, yep, Kathopanishad also has something very similar. Now, there is a fear in the mind of Arjun. अर्जुन के दिमाग में एक चल रहा है. He may have a fear of infamy. Infamy means नाम खराब होना. And his fear is, if I kill my guru, then this word is going to ask me a question. The ignorant people will definitely ask me a question. Did you kill your guru? तुमने क्या अपने गुरु को मारा है क्या? That brings him lot of insult. And here our acharyas, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he is given a commentary, and I'm just going to read out what he has said. He who thinks that the Jiva is killer, that Arjun is the killer of Bhishma and others, he who thinks that the Jiva is killed, that Arjun is killed by Bhishma, they are both ignorant. Arjun may have a fear of infamy from the words of ignorant people who say that Arjun killed his guru. Therefore, with this verse, जो आज का श्लोक है, Krishna is removing that fear of Arjun. Arjun, if somebody asks you, क्या तुमने अपने गुरु को मारा है? Did you really kill your guru? Did you do that bad thing? Then the answer is, you as the soul Arjun cannot kill anyone. And Bhishma and Drona as the soul, they cannot be killed by anyone. So if you have such a fear, remove that fear from your mind. That is the purpose of today's verse. So question is, illusion. What is our illusion?
We are body.
That is, we are body, yes, that's one. We identify with the body. हमने अपने आप को, and that's what the illusion even Arjun has. He is still on the bodily platform. What is our illusion? Same illusion we have. We identify with our body. And that creates the illusion of death. यही एक illusion, यही एक भ्रम, मैं शरीर हूं, हमें एक भय पैदा करता है, मैं मर जाऊंगा. Without knowing that you will not die. You only got the human form. You had a form before, a different type of form. And you will get another form in future. Therefore, it is not that you will die. You Mataji, can you open chapter 16? I'll see if I can bring it for the online devotees. Chapter 16,
Yeah.
verse number, I think it's 11, 12. They're combined verses.
Yeah.
Just one sec. I'll bring it for everyone's benefit here.
Yeah.
16. They're combined verses?
Yeah, they are combined.
11, 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you recite that verse, please?
Okay. Cintam
Aprimeyam cha
aprimeyam cha
pralayantam upashitaha kama upabhog paramaha etavad iti nischita चिंताम
Okay.
चिंताम अपरिमेयम ते, बहुत सारी चिंताएं, too many worries. जो भौतिकवादी होते हैं, the materialists, the people who are too attached to this body and the comforts of this body, they have a lot of problems. चिंताम अपरिमेयम ते. And when, कब होती है ये सब? प्रलयंतम उपासितः, at the time of death. Oh, I have left that fixed deposit papers in that cupboard. Don't forget. And don't forget to take the next month's rent from so and so.
So they die like
Only
that.
takes around money. It doesn't only take around money.
Yeah.
And that burfi in the fridge, it's about to expire. Please
That is
remove
it.
it. Don't. Chintam aprimeyam te. Pralayantam upasya. ये इनका हाल होता है. Those who are attached to the body. अच्छा, what is the next verse? Asha,
Asha,
pasha,
pasha,
shatar. Asha, desires. Asha, pasha, shatar, baddha. Shatar means hundreds and thousands. कितनी आशा है उनको? काम क्रोध परायणः. इहन्ते काम भोगार्थम अन्यायेन अर्थ संशय. This is two words. अन्यायेन अर्थ. अन्यायेन और अर्थ. अन्याय पूर्वक, in the wrongful ways. Arth means dhan, money. Sanchayah means collect. To fulfill their desires, they even go to the wrongful means to collect the money. Let's look at the translation of this. ये आगे आएंगे in the 16th chapter. This will come. Mataji, can you read this translation, please?
They believe that to gratify the senses is the prime necessity of human civilization. Thus, until the end of life, their anxiety is immeasurable. Bound by a network of hundreds of thousands of desires and absorbed in lust and anger, they secure money by illegal means for sense gratification.
There you go. They believe, materialists, जो भौतिकवादी हैं, they believe that to gratify the senses is the prime necessity of human civilization. If we have come to this world, we must enjoy. खाओ पियो ऐश करो. Eat, drink, be merry, sleep. That is the use of this body. That's why we have got this body. This is how bhautikwadis and materialists think. Gratify. Jivha, your tongue has got two functions. One is to speak and one is to taste. Khao piyo. Instead of chanting Hare Krishna's name, जो भी गाना है गाओ, जो बोलना है बोलो. Prajalpa. Prajalpa has been compared to, Prajalp means where you are talking nonsensical things. हाँ भाई बॉलीवुड में कौन सी फिल्म आ गई, विच फिल्म हैज कम इन बॉलीवुड, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा, व्हाटएवर. Nonsensical things which are not going to help you to increase your spirituality or knowledge of spirituality or your knowledge of your spiritual existence, जो आपको इस भौतिकवादी जेल से बाहर निकालने में कोई मदद नहीं कर रहा है. All this Prajalpa talk is not going to help you come out of this bodily existence. You do not have to get this body which has a sweat, which feels hungry, which feels thirsty, which only gives you pain, which has entrapped your soul, that is you, जिसने आपकी आत्मा या आपको जकड़ के रख लिया है. इससे बाहर निकलने में इस तरह का प्रजल्प आपको कोई मदद नहीं करता है. 10 तो ऐसे लोगों का क्या हाल, व्हाट इज द एंड रिजल्ट फॉर दीज पीपल? 10 until the end of their life, until the end of life, their anxiety is immeasurable. My Gurudev, I went to my Guru once and I said, Maharaj, Gurudev, I am doing chanting, मैं सब कर रहा हूँ जो करना चाहिए, I am doing everything what is required. Still I am getting into difficulties. Still there is lot of anxiety. This is about 10 years ago when I talked to him. And his reply was, and he knew I used to work on ships before. So he said, your boat is still touching the water. And the water is compared to this bhautik jagat.
Ocean. Oh,
Ocean is like a material world.
yeah.
And if you are in contact with the material world, engrossed in material world,
Then it will touch, na?
then जब waves आएंगी, when the waves will come, your boat will rock. वो आएगा ही. But if you are above that level, your boat will not rock. If you are in a hovercraft, probably not. Therefore, when we say the word you are in contact, means you are asakti, you are attracted to the material world. So there is definitely something, mister, in you that you are attracted to this material world. That's why the anxieties are coming. This was my Guru's conclusion at that time. And of course, as we increase into bhakti and we get different types of problems, the reasons for those problems may be different. And our acharyas have given some very good commentaries about that. But in the initial stages of our bhakti, there may be still problems and it will take many years. जब आप एक पंखा बंद करते हैं, when you switch off a fan, it takes little time before it completely comes to a standstill. एकदम पंखा रुक जाने में समय लगता है. And that was my state, still is. I still have a lot of. So he says, if you are connected in some way or attached or attracted to the material world, this will happen. That means you are still having the mentality of a materialist or part mentality of a materialist. बाहर निकलना है उस आसक्ति से. And this is what we are talking of, that anxiety. Because we are attached to this body, and we give the examples, when somebody is dying, he will tell his sons, oh, the money is lying there, and tell his wife, the locker in the bank, this is the password or passcode. Chinta, chinta. And while existing, even then there is chinta. Why has the neighbor got a bigger car? Can't we get a bigger house? Do you really need it? Anxiety. Okay, we can take more mortgage. And then anxiety to pay it off. What if I lose my job? Who will pay the mortgage? Anxiety, anxiety, all the time anxiety. And Arjun is in that state where he's still identifying with the body. And so his anxiety is, mere apne mar jayenge. My very own people will die. In Ramayana, Bal Kand, I think there are seven divisions to Ramayana. And this is the first one. In the Bal Kand, there's a dialogue between, I have not read the whole of Ramayana, but I looked at this as a reference. Dialogue between Shiva and Parvati. As Mataji, you can read Hindi. The one, this particular part which is encircled in red. Can you read that, please?
जो
जाओ
जो
सपने
सपने
सिर
सिर काटे
काटे कोई
कोई बिनु जागे न ज्वार दुख
दूरी दुख होई जो ही सपने सिर काटो कोई जो सपने सिर काटो कोई.
What does that mean?
हाँ, I'll come to that.
Do you have to
जो
understand?
सपने सिर काटे.
सपने तो
Sapna means
dream.
dream. जो, as if, or sapna means dream. Sir means head. Kaate
कोई
means
और
chop off.
सपना में कोई काटे. अच्छा, हाँ
If somebody chops off your head in a dream,
हाँ.
right,
बिनु
you may
जागे.
feel the pain
You do feel even though it's in the dream.
in the dream.
anxiety.
Anxiety, you get into anxiety. Thank you, the right word. Binu jage,
जागे ना दूर दुख कोई.
binu jage na duri dukh hoi. But if you are awake, जाग जाओगे, when you are awake, suddenly you realize, oh, that was a dream.
Yeah.
That was not real.
Yeah.
That was not even a pain.
But when you are dreaming, then you are feeling that pain, is it?
You
Prabhu?
just experience it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
it's
in anxiety,
interesting,
you
yeah.
get up and then you say,
Yeah.
that was a dream.
Sometimes some of those dreams are horrible, isn't it?
So, as
Well,
if,
extreme end of a dream.
so the point here is, this is our, be careful now, this is the main point. This is our and Arjun's, or supposedly Arjun's, because Arjun is just being put in a bewilderment. It's not his real situation. This is our real situation. We have got this body, we have been bewildered, we start thinking this body as ourselves. Hum neend mein hain, we are in deep sleep, we are bewildered, we are in ignorance. We have forgotten who we were or who we are. I am a spirit soul and Nitya Das of Krishna. I am the eternal servant of Krishna. In Krishna's happiness is my happiness. But I think that if I get this, I will be happy. If I get that, I will be happy. And take it from me. And the Acharyas speak the same language. Actually, Urmila Mataji gave a class on this just a couple of weeks ago. And I was listening, I was physically present in her class. And sorry, it was in Sydney, where she mentioned that if you have any hopes of happiness from anything from this material world, you will eventually be disappointed. दुनिया की भौतिक जगह की कोई ऐसी चीज नहीं है जिसको प्राप्त करने के बाद आपको फाइनली खुशी मिलेगी ही. Even if you get some marginal happiness, it will only be temporary and you will feel shortchanged after that. Shortchange समझते हैं ना? You understand shortchange? That you have been given less in return. I did so much effort to get this thing.
But the end result is,
I'm still not happy.
yeah.
Now I need more. Somebody thinks if I have one intoxicant, one cigarette, I'll be happy. Then it just starts consuming a whole packet. Still not happy. Therefore, Arjun is in a state where he is identifying with the body.
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yes.
You know the Goswamis in Vrindavan.
Yes.
They lived only on atta and water, and they mixed it, and they
Or a handful of
and
milk.
put some fire, open fire, and then they ate, and they're satisfied.
Yes.
But will we be satisfied with that? The
Mataji,
desire is still there.
the
To
desire
have
is
something
there.
nicer to eat.
This is the point which your point is, that the Goswamis, those who online did not hear that comment, that the Goswamis who go into the pilgrimage places and they are satisfied with whatever small amount they cook, will we also get satisfaction? Now here is a question.
The desire is stronger.
Very good. And this is what is exactly the situation of Arjun.
Yeah.
What does Arjun want? He does not want to fight.
Yeah.
He wants to become a bhikshuk. He wants to become a beggar. But to become a beggar for a Kshatriya has to be a change of mentality. That requires training. For us to reach to that
To the
situation of
very
Goswami,
elevated,
we need to be trained first. First, we need to shun off our
Material
attraction
needs.
towards
Yeah.
material things. And this is what we are doing when we are doing this Shravanam Kirtanam. Our intention is to slowly, Prabhupada uses the word gradually all the time. It is not going to happen suddenly. Gradually, we are trying to come out of our asakti or attachment to the material world. Because eventually, isse dukh hi hoga. You will eventually become painful or be in pain afterwards. Okay. So, the next.
I like that question. And then why is murder considered an offense?
Very, very simple question.
Mm.
If no one can kill another, then why is murder considered an offense?
In the Bautic world, it will be considered like that. But in the spiritual world,
Mhm.
when you are more towards the Lord and Krishna conscious, then you don't think about all
The
those
body.
things.
In the spiritual
Body.
world, you do not have a material body.
Mm.
So if you are thinking in the spiritual world, we cannot be killed in the spiritual
Yeah,
world.
it's a material.
Yeah.
It's a spiritual.
You are made of spirit. Only in material body can the matter be killed or removed. Now, if nobody can kill nobody, then why is murder considered an offense?
Because
it's
we are
not
on
your
the
duty.
material plane.
It's not your duty.
Yeah, because Arjun is a Kshatriya. It's his
So if you,
But here in the material world, why it is?
Yeah.
Because people
this
don't
is
know
material
about.
world. In the
because-
material world, if you kill somebody,
Yeah,
you murder
Yeah.
somebody,
it's gonna be
Yeah,
an offense.
you
and
can
you'll be
can
charged.
you can you say to the judge,
Mm.
Judge Saab, nobody can kill nobody.
He will not listen. He will not
Yeah.
take your.
So why is it considered an offense? जब कोई किसी को मार ही नहीं सकता तो ये अपराध क्यों है अगर आप किसी का मर्डर कर देंगे तो?
Because we are not merciful once we murder
No.
somebody.
I think why it is because people are not spiritual, so they don't know that our soul will be as a murder. They don't know this. Because we have come to this platform, we now understand that the soul never dies and there's no killer. Nobody kills it. So here the non-material people will think it is a murder.
So are you saying murder is not killing?
Well,
That do not
in this
acknowledge.
Bautic Sansar it's a
Okay.
murder, because if
Why
we let
don't you-
people go, then everybody gonna do this.
Let's start eating cow
So
from
there
tomorrow.
is,
कल से गाय
Yeah.
खाना शुरू करते हैं.
so that's why the legislation is
Isn't it?
there.
Nobody can
Prabhu?
kill nobody. So cow hatya, what is wrong with that?
We make rules in the material world.
Yeah, we
that
have
murder
to
is
have.
considered offense.
But why do we consider it an offense?
Because that is the
Because we
knowledge
have got
people
four
have.
regulative principle and
Others may not have to follow it. Arya
Because
Samajis
it's
don't
the
follow
law
it. They are
of
also
the-
following some
but-
god.
Probably because it's the law of material nature.
Okay, no, it is not. That is not.
No?
Let me bring it to. I have already given the answer partially before. Listen
Oh,
carefully.
okay.
Listen carefully. दुर्लभम मानुषम जन्मः देहिनाम क्षणभंगुरः. This human, the answer is that the body is a vehicle of the soul. Okay, Mataji, can you please open chapter 6 of Bhagavad Gita, verse number 5. Let me bring it for the benefit of others who are online.
Verse?
Chapter 6. Oh, library.
Chapter 6,
Chapter
text 6.
6.
Text 6.
Chapter 5.
Oh, 5, yeah. Udharat Atmanam.
हाँ, उद्धारेद आत्मनात्मानाम न आत्मानाम अवसादयेत आत्मैव हि आत्मनो बंधुर आत्मैव रिपुर आत्मनः. Ripur means enemy and bandhu means friend. Uddharet atmanatmanam. Here the word atma is being used to refer to the mind.
Mind.
Atma has more than one meaning depending on the context. And in this, the word, I think Atma has been used 5-6 times in the same shloka. Udharet, Atma, ये पहली में 2 बार आया था यहाँ पे. See carefully. Atma, again Atma naam, na Atma naam avsadhet, Atma evahi. So, we need, somebody asked me a question once, I think it was Chetan Chand Prabhu who asked me the question. Why do we need the mind? A mind is part of the body actually. But why do you need it?
If there was no mind, then you will be doing all silly things. That's where you distinguish.
No.
No?
Please read the translation of this
Okay.
verse.
One must deliver himself with the help of his mind and not degrade himself. The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well.
मन ही आपका शत्रु है और मन ही आपका दोस्त है.
Those-
But think of the first line carefully. One must deliver himself
with the help of his
with the
mind.
help of the mind. You need the body to deliver yourself. Deliver means liberate yourself from this material world. इस भौतिक जगत से बाहर निकलने के लिए मनुष्य का शरीर होना बहुत आवश्यक है. Any other body that you get apart from the human body is called a bhog yoni. There you cannot get delivered. There you cannot get liberated from this bhautik jagat and go to adhyatmik jagat. वैकुंठ नहीं जा सकते आप एक कुत्ते के शरीर के बाद. You have to slowly, gradually come up to the human form, because only in human form can you chant, can you pray, can you recite shlokas, can you beg, can you serve Krishna properly. Uddhared atmanatmanam. To get delivered. Deliver is the main word in this verse. Man ka upyog, by using your mind means your body, you can deliver yourself. Human mind. So we come back to the question. If nobody kills nobody, and I've said human body is important, then why is murder considered an offense? And the answer is that the body is the vehicle of the soul. ये शरीर आत्मा के लिए एक गाड़ी के समान है. And destroying any living being's vehicle is violence. हमें ये शरीर चाहिए. We need this body to get delivered, to get liberated. And you will be removing that privilege of somebody by killing their body. That's why murder is an offense. Okay?
That's a deep one.
Prabhu, can you please repeat for me?
Okay.
My mind is not thinking.
The answer is that the body is the vehicle of the soul.
That's the main idea.
Okay? And destroying any living being's vehicle is violence, which is forbidden. And the Vedas clearly instruct, and Prabhupada also mentions in the purport, when we come to the purport, आज की commentary में आएगा, the Vedas also clearly instruct, क्या बोलते हैं? मा हिंस्यात सर्वभूतानि, किसी की भी हत्या मत करो. Don't kill anyone. Even if it's an animal, let them complete their tenure so that they can come to the next higher body, and let them complete that tenure to come to the next higher body, eventually to the human body. कभी मारना नहीं चाहिए किसी को. That's why in the olden times people used to keep, for example, a sugar pot, छोटा सा, so that the insects in the house can also come and
Eat.
eat. मारना नहीं है.
So what about accident, Prabhuji? What happens, you know?
Accidents?
Is just it.
हाँ.
We do so many aparats now, even walking and all those.
When we come to Srimad Bhagavatam, you will realize that nothing happens in this material world coincidentally, except for one thing, which is so far I could figure out, and that's called Agyat Sukriti. For example, you were walking on a street and somebody was chanting and, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Harinam Mandali going on, and you landed up just listening to it. हरिनाम भजन चल रहा था, सड़क पे आप चल रहे थे, आपने सुन लिया, just ended up listening to it. That's called agyat sukriti. Agyat, unknown. Sukriti, benefit. It just somehow entered you. That's the only time I could figure out in Bhagavatam where there's a coincidence. Otherwise, nothing happens by coincidence. Everything is planned. The calculation is not known to us. The calculation is with Krishna. We-
Everything is planned. So
We-
yeah.
So,
Something that is going on at
Prabhuji,
the
just
moment.
one question.
Yes.
If I'm speeding and I crash into somebody,
Mhm.
but there's no death
That's-
sentence for that. But sometimes there's a death sentence for somebody, you know. So
If you are taking an action, you are taking an action because of your free will.
yes.
Don't forget the free will part of it
Yeah.
also. Okay?
Yeah. So even death sentence, it's also considered
How
wrong.
much is wrong? It's okay. Put it this way: you go to the supermarket,
Yeah.
and there's a packet of cigarettes lying in front of you.
Mhm.
It is your free will. It says on the packet, smoking is injurious to health. It is your free will. Krishna is not telling you to smoke. It is your free will whether you want to buy it or not to buy it.
Yeah.
You got a Bhagavad Gita in your hand. It is your will that you want to sit and listen to the class on Bhagavad Gita. Others don't have that free will. They think going to a cinema hall today is more important. That's fine. It's their choice.
It's how you use your free will.
Similarly, in chapter 18 of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will tell Arjun, I have given you all the knowledge. Yad ichha tatha kuru. You do as you desire now. जैसी तुम्हारी इच्छा तुम करो.
So he lets him use his own free
So
will.
I think we are already 1:45. I'll just try to finish off this presentation. Na himsaya sarvabhutani, not even an animal. And this comes from Mahabharata. But there are exceptions. What are the exceptions? किसी की हत्या करने के exceptions हैं. Number one, you should not kill anyone. But then Prabhupada will also say there are exceptions.
I think we did that some time ago, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You answered it once, Mataji. What was
Yeah.
that?
That when
The six
you know,
aggressors.
Thank
Yeah,
you. The
yeah,
six
yeah.
aggressors.
Yeah.
Can you please open verse number 1, chapter 1,
yeah.
verse number 36.
Yeah.
याद नहीं है, भूल गए सब.
No, we know the six
So,
aggressors.
bila
Sita
laga
knows.
tahu.
Sita knows?
Yeah. Papam.
The one
Stand by.
who
Papam
steals.
ever
So in the
steals.
purport, wait for the online devotees, wait. Here are the 6 aggressors
Yeah.
who should be killed. But that's for the Vedic times.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't do it now. So who are they? A
A
poison giver. One who sets fire to the house.
One who attacks with deadly weapons.
One
One
who
who
plunders
plunders
riches. One who occupies another's land.
And
one who kidnaps a
our
wife.
wife.
किसी की पत्नी का अपहरण करता है.
Such a-
रावण ने किया था. These are called aggressors,
So
and
he
they
used
could
to-
be killed. Today, it is not our job.
to
It is the
decide.
Kshatriya's job. So you go and complain to the law enforcement to do it. Okay? But, of course, when it comes to a question of self-defense, a snake is in front of you. It's about to kill you, hit you, bite you. You are allowed to kill. Self-defense in the case of
Yeah.
someone you have killed is excused in the courts.
Prabhu, what about lying? I've also heard about lying.
Lying has not been confirmed by Prabhupada.
No, but I read somewhere that if it is a life and death,
Uh-huh.
then you can lie to protect yourself.
Okay.
But overall, lying is not
Accepted.
Yeah.
Exceptional cases.
So we looked at Bhagavad Gita 1.36 and we talked about self-defense also. Let's quickly read the purport. आज का जो today's purport, आज की जो commentary है इसकी, let's read that of today's verse 219.
According to Vedic injunctions,
Stand by.
When an
When embodied.
When an embodied
Whenever
living.
हाँ,
entity is
पढ़िए
hit by
इसमें.
fatal weapons, it is to be known that the living entity within the body is not killed.
Stand by. Stand by, Mati. I think this is misbehaving again.
Entities hurt by fatal weapons.
Do you want to read?
1 minute
It is
for the
not
online
to be
debate
known
because
that the living
I'm having
entity
difficulty
within
with the
body
computer.
is
Stand
not
by.
killed.
So,
Yeah. Sita, you want to
can you hear? हाँ.
Sitari?
Sita, do you want to read?
Sure. When an embodied living entity is hurt by fatal weapons, it is to be known that the living entity within the body is not killed. The spirit soul is so small that it is impossible to kill him by any material weapon. As will be evident from subsequent verses, nor is the living entity killable because of his spiritual constitution.
Stand by. Thank you, Mataji.
Spiritual constitution, yeah.
So, when an embodied living entity is hurt by fatal weapons, it is to be known that the living entity within the body is not killed. Living entity means the soul. जब आपको किसी वेपन से मारा जाए, ये ध्यान रख लीजिए कि अंदर की सोल को कुछ नहीं होता है. It is not killed. The soul, the spirit soul, is so small that it is impossible to kill him by any material weapons. This is what Prabhupada is teaching us now. And the spirit soul is so small that it is impossible to kill him by any material weapons, as well as will be evident by subsequent verses. आगे जो और वर्सेस आएंगे उससे हमें स्पष्ट हो जाएगा कि आत्मा को किसी भी वेपन से, अस्त्र या शस्त्र से नहीं मारा जा सकता है. And of course we also discussed, don't forget we discussed that Atma is spiritual in nature, and that's another reason it cannot be killed by any material weapon. Okay. What is killed or is supposed to be killed is the body only. Mataji, please continue.
This, however, does not at all encourage killing of the body. The Vedic injunction is Ma Himshat Sarva Bhutani. Never commit violence to anyone. Nor does understanding that the living entity is not killed encourage animal slaughter. Killing the body of anyone without authority is abominable
and is punishable by the law of the state as well as by the law of the Lord. Thank you, Mataji. So what it says is this, however, does not at all encourage killing of the body. मारने का अधिकार नहीं देता है, क्योंकि because the soul will never be killed by any weapon, therefore I can kill anyone, including a cow, which we discussed that. The Vedic injunction is, ये महाभारत से आया है, माँ, Prabhupada has taken this, माँ हिंसया सर्वभूतानि, किसी की भी सर्व, all bhutani, bhutani means living entity, living beings. Himsaya, himsa. Ma means no, not. Do not do any himsa against any individual. Never commit violence to anyone. Nor does the understanding that the living entity is not killed encourage animal slaughter. क्योंकि एक आत्मा को मारा नहीं जा सकता, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम जानवरों को मारना शुरू कर दें. Killing the body of anyone without authority is abominable. ये बुरा है बिना अथॉरिटी के किसी को मारना. Now the question comes up, what do you mean by authority? Now, when somebody has
Law.
committed a murder and they get a death sentence, that is under authority. Number two, the authority of the Vedas also in the past used to do animal sacrifice. याद है ना अश्वमेध यज्ञ में
Yeah.
animal sacrifice used to take
Oath.
place. That was authorized by Vedas. But there were conditions for it, which conditions cannot be fulfilled in Kali Yuga. इसलिए nowadays those kind of sacrifices are not permitted. Okay. Arjun, however, is being engaged in killing of the principle of religion. Arjun is being told to kill for the principle of religion and not whimsically. अर्जुन को कहा गया है धर्म का पालन करने के लिए तुम्हें युद्ध में इन्हें मारना होगा. He is not being told to kill somebody whimsically. यह देहधारी शरीर जो किसी घातक हथियार से आघात पहुंचाया जाता है, तो यह समझ लेना चाहिए कि शरीर के भीतर का जीवात्मा मरा नहीं. आत्मा इतना सूक्ष्म है कि इसे किसी तरह के भौतिक हथियार से मार पाना असंभव है, जैसा कि अगले श्लोक में स्पष्ट हो जाएगा. न ही जीवात्मा अपने आध्यात्मिक स्वरूप के कारण वध्य है, मीन्स मारा जाता है. जिसे मारा जाता है या जिसे मारा हुआ समझा जाता है वह केवल शरीर होता है. किंतु इसका तात्पर्य शरीर के वध को प्रोत्साहन करना नहीं है. दैट मीन्स इट इज नॉट एनकरेज दैट वी किल एनीवन. वैदिक आदेश है मा हिंसयात सर्वभूतानि, किसी भी जीव की हिंसा ना करो. ना ही जीवात्मा अवध्य है का अर्थ है कि पशु हिंसा को प्रोत्साहन दिया जाए. मतलब कहने का ना ही जीवात्मा अवध्य है का अर्थ है कि किसी की हत्या कर दो. किसी भी जीव के शरीर की अनधिकार, बिना अधिकार के, विदाउट अथॉरिटी हत्या करना निंद्य है. मीन्स इट इज बैड, अबोमिनेबल. एंड और राज्य तथा भगवत विधान के द्वारा दंडनीय है. किंतु अर्जुन को तो धर्म के नियमानुसार मारने के लिए नियुक्त किया जा रहा था, किसी पागलपनवश नहीं. Not whimsically he was going to kill somebody. Okay. So let's come to the pretty much last slide. I'll not go into the descriptions of each of the slides. What are the take home points? आज हम घर क्या ले जा रहे हैं इस श्लोक को सीख के? आज जो हमने सीखा है, what did we learn today? That ज्ञानम वेति हंतरम, मरता नहीं है शरीर,
ना कोई मारा जाता
नहीं
है.
को मारा जाता है. तो इससे हमें सीखने को क्या मिला? ठीक है, एनिमल नहीं मारेंगे, किसी को मारेंगे, लेकिन और क्या मिला? अर्जुन, इफ यू लुक एट द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ अर्जुन, व्हाट आर वी लर्निंग? Thank you very much. Do not give up your duty. Just because his duty wanted somebody to be killed, as a Kshatriya, he should not. Similarly, we should not be giving up our duty also. Whatever duty we may have, even material duties. Okay?
So carry on with your material duty as well.
Exactly. If you have a family, you need to serve the family as
Sometimes we think that we should leave them for the spiritual things.
well.
No, it does happen sometimes.
We are not at that elevated stage where we can leave our family and go.
No, but we do save them, but like Lord comes first, so yeah. But after that, then they come.
If you go more into spirituality in your home, the people who are living with you will most likely slowly turn towards you.
And it is happening actually, yeah. That's
Very
true.
good if it's happening in your house.
Yeah, so today he said, you are not very well. And then I said, I just want to go. And he said, okay, you can go. But you will be coughing there. And look, I haven't coughed once, so
But
thank
we are
God. But
little
I,
short of time. So,
yeah.
So if you do not do your work,
Yeah.
अगर आप अपनी ड्यूटी नहीं करते हैं, अर्जुन will be told in the future verses, अगर तुम अपना कर्तव्य नहीं करते, if you do not do your duty, you will be accumulating karma. तेरे को कर्म लगेंगे. It will be sinful for you if you don't do your duty. If you don't kill, he is thinking killing will be sinful, but Krishna will be telling him, if you do not kill, If you do not do your
That's
duty,
sinful,
that will be sinful.
Yeah.
So I'll explain this verse, which is from Chanakya Niti, maybe in the next sessions. Janma mrityu hi yata eko yatte eko bhungte ekah shubha ashubham narkeshu patanti eko yati param gatim. Remember, whatever karmas you accumulate, I'm not going to the details of this, but just quickly, whatever karmas you accumulate by not doing your duty, you will have to suffer all those reactions alone. It is not like a China where you can pay somebody to do your jail sentence.
Oh.
China mate is allowed. You pay and
Somebody
somebody
has
else
to do
can
your-
be in the
Oh
jail
my
for 3-4
God.
years for you.
Please, हमने
You can't
this.
do that. और यहाँ पे चाणक्य नीति में, which I am reading the shloka, it says, जन्म मृत्यु है यत्य एको. Janma or mrityu, you are alone. When you were born, you came alone.
Yeah.
When you die, you
Go
go
alone.
alone. And then, bhutani eka shubh ashubham. Alone you will experience. Shubh ashubham means two words. Shubh or ashubh. Alone he experiences the good and the bad consequences of his past deeds. पिछले कर्मों के अच्छे और बुरे फल अकेला ही भुगतना पड़ेगा. You cannot give your good karmas to somebody.
But they always said that if you are doing that, your family will get you deliver 7 generations past and
21.
present.
We'll come to that later. We'll come to that. Narkesh patanti ekaha. Alone he is either sent to the hell, eko yanti paramgatim, and alone he will go to the paramgati. When Dhruva Maharaj was going to the Vaikuntha Loka, his plane came. Then he said, what about my mother? Very mother, she only gave me spirituality. Where is she? She has to come with me. And they said, no. Her aeroplane is different. She is also coming with you, but in a different aeroplane. Alone you will come, alone you will go, alone you will eat the fruits of your karma. So Arjun, do your duty. Otherwise you will have karmas and you alone will have to face. And the second and the last point for today, do not let death take more than its due.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Due.
Do not let
Your duty.
death take more than its due. Which means the death is meant to take something from you. Right? What does it take?
Material.
Let death take more than its due.
Your material life. Materialistic life.
When you die, what dies?
The body.
Body.
The body. Do not
The gross
let death
body.
take more than its
The Jad Sharir, not the Suksham Sharir, not the Man, Buddhi and Ahankar. Mind, intelligence, ego do not die. They go with the soul to the next body. But the Jad Sharir, the Sharir that you can be seen, that dies. So let the death take only that much.
Oh.
Don't give her more than that. What does that mean? We exist on 3 levels. Physical level, Sukshma Sharir mental level, and third spiritual level. Our whole existence, आपको शरीर रूप में देख रहे हैं, there are 3 things in it. One is the body that is visible. One is the body that is not visible. Mind, intelligence and ego. And the third, the spirit, soul. 3 चीजें हो गई ना? There are 3 things.
Let death take more than
So,
its due.
The death is supposed to take only the physical part, nothing more.
Those 5 things.
Yes,
Yeah.
earth, water, fire, air, ether. What it says is spirit cannot be killed, so death cannot take spirit. I've already put a slash on it.
And it can't take your mind, intelligence.
It does take your mind because you identify with the body. That's why the time of death you are worried. It is not you worried, it's your mind which is making you worried. Uska kya hoga, this desire, that desire didn't get. Doctor, give me few more months just to live. I just need to finish my last bit and then you can take my body away.
Yeah.
All that is the agitation of the mind. Don't let your mind get agitated, or you are getting the pain of death. On top of it, you're getting the pain of your mind also. That is the meaning of it. Number 1, do your duty, and number 2, मृत्यु को उतना ही ले जाने दो जितना उसका अधिकार है. अपना मन भी उसको मत दे दो. For people who are learned, the sages, death is a transition point. They are actually happy. They are not in anxiety, they are happy. I'm going to be in the Vaikuntha, I'm going to get a new body, a better body.
But how can you think you'll be getting Vaikuntha?
I'm just giving one example.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But Prabhu, you have to aim, isn't it? Because
Yes.
otherwise, if you don't aim, then you don't get it.
Aren't you aiming right now?
Yeah, Prabhu. Of
Right?
course, yeah.
1870. So what is the best way to get out of this physical body and get a spiritual body?
Chant.
Devotional service.
Devotional service, yeah.
Bhakti karna.
हाँ.
Bhakti के 9 अंग हैं. If you take any one of them,
Shravanam,
Kirtanam,
Kirtanam,
Vityusmaranam, Pad Sevanam, Archanam, Dasyam, Atmanivedanam, Sakhyam, all those 9. You take any one of them and we do chanting, most of us. Okay. So with that,
but it would be nice to do all the 9, isn't it?
that is Maharaj Ambarish Das stage. It is not our stage.
Yeah, okay.
If we can do even one properly,
Uh-huh.
that is success for us.
Achha.
Okay. We'll get the spiritual body.
Right.
With that, we stop here.
Okay.
ग्रंथ राज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की
जय।
प्रभुपाद की
जय।
गौ प्रेमानंदे